I love you just the same. Oh, I'm thinking of you. I'm just like Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She makes me feel alright. Hey, what's up? She makes my heart sing. Can't say I did. She comes and I'm surprised. Ooh, take me to paradise. Oh, that's how you do the effects. I just thought, hey, what's up, BG? What you got going? So you're thinking about me every day. Don't you play no game. Mary Jane. Whew. Thank you. Oh, hey, my baby. What's up, y'all? Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. Oh, hey, what's up? Man, what y'all got going on? On this beautiful Friday. Like when I say y'all inspired me to watch Friday today, so I'm singing this song. Thank you. So I'm singing this song. Ooh, Mary Jane. Our girl had me rolling. Whew. On the phone with Craig, yo. Had me falling out laughing. Which is why I feel like I would do something like that. I might have had a conversation very similar with my ex a few times, but it wasn't ever a situation where I was laid up with somebody else worried and concerning myself with him. If I had found me somebody else, I wouldn't even be worried about him. I wouldn't even care. I don't care who you with, what you doing. Whew. What y'all do? Okay, you supposed to rain all weekend and Monday. Hey, what's up? Y'all need to buy some headphones so I can listen to my little music while being on live. I feel like by the time I do that, I'm gonna be able to go out somewhere and be on live. I guess I could simultaneously take my live streams to Instagram. Y'all see I did my lashes today. I finally successfully did them, yo, without having any problems, baby. Praise God for that. I've been missing my little lashes. My eyes been feeling like they ain't had no clothes on them. You know what I'm saying? It been feeling like something is wrong. Something is missing. Even though it's cool. It's not like I think I don't look good without lashes, but I actually prefer lashes. I don't know. I feel like it balances out my face. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can really see me. It's so dang bright. Let me see. Maybe if I move it like this. I probably also need to wipe my camera off. I don't have my little camera wiper out here. My garden, hold on. My garden hose is in the way. Okay. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She makes me feel alright. She makes my heart sing. And when I'm feeling, because it's no surprise. I smell great like heaven in the Garden of Eden. Thank you. You can't even smell me from over there, yo. Ooh, Mary Jane. I love you just the same. Mary Jane. Oh, do you. I think I love you, Mary Jane. Don't you play those games, Mary Jane. Everybody's a little fed over here. Mary Jane. Baby, I was able to come out here earlier today and I harvested some beans. They behind me. Y'all can probably see them right here. And some peppers. They in the house. And I got some basil too. I was about to make some spaghetti. But, you know what I'm saying? I kind of assumed my son wasn't going to want it. Which, you know what I'm saying? Like I assumed, when he got ready to eat, he wanted some ramen. So I would have wasted my time making the spaghetti. Then on top, I don't even have all the ingredients because I don't have very much sausage. I have no ground beef. So I can't even really make no spaghetti like I would want to. Hey, what's up? Like I would really want to. Whew. So I don't really just, you know what I'm saying? Even though my son really don't care for all that in his spaghetti, I do. You know what I'm saying? And I like to have the ground sausage, regardless if it's Italian sausage. I really prefer to have the spicy sausage. And then I like to have me some either Cajun or andouille sausage to go in there and some ground beef seasoned really well. So good. So good. I might make some next week, hopefully, perfectly. I have, you know what I'm saying, the ingredients I need to make my baby some spaghetti before he head back to school. As a middle schooler, I'm so happy I got me a sixth grader, y'all. I can't believe I'm old enough to have a sixth grader, but I got a sixth grader, y'all. My baby about to be in middle school, yo. Every time I ask him if he ready, he be like, why do people keep asking me that? He said everybody keep asking him if he ready for middle school. But he said he just want to be in the same classes as his friends. That's all he concerned about is going to the same school as his friends and having classes with his friends, which I get it. But when I went from elementary to middle school, the middle school I ended up going to was on a whole different side of town. I went to elementary school in River Oaks, and my first middle school was right around the corner from the apartments I stayed in. So literally nobody that I knew from elementary school was at my middle school. Then my second middle school was in the Heights ish. Okay, really, like, you know what I'm saying? Back then it was more so considered Fourth Ward, but now they kind of consider it the Heights more so. But another situation where I knew absolutely nobody at that middle school. And then when I went to high school, I did have some friends from my middle school follow me to high school, and we all sat at the same table, like for the first week of high school. Hey, what's up, Lee? But that was like the only time that I switched schools and actually was able to maintain friends. My best friend from elementary school, she ended up moving all the way to Cypress, so she was going to school on a whole different side of town. Back then, it was considered like living in a whole different town, like on the outskirts of Houston. Hey, what's up, Christopher? She was like far, far, and far away. But I guess it's also different being a girl versus being a boy. As a girl, I was ready to have a new hairstyle. I was ready to, you know what I'm saying, change how I dress. When I started middle school, I would say at the first school, I was kind of like, I don't know, I didn't even think about it. But when I ended up transferring to the second middle school I went to, I I decided to start changing up like the way I would wear uniforms and etc. And I would wear like I would have like little undershirts. What do they call like the little spaghetti type shirts underneath my button up shirts to match my shoes. You know what I'm saying, to match whatever shoes I had on, so that I could accessorize and stand out and be different. My freshman year of high school, we had no dress code, but we had one of those mean APs, bro. What is it? Assistant principals that was determined to have everybody in uniform, man. Destroyed it for everybody. We couldn't wear. We had to wear uniform for the last 3 years of high school. So for the majority of high school, we had to wear uniform, and it was a nightmare. It was awful. And I get as to why, because as adults, sometimes depending on your job, it's a situation. You said Toby and Chucky Lucky look. But most people in their jobs, they have to wear a uniform, yo. Some people don't though, but you know what I'm saying? For the most part, people have to wear some kind of uniform to go to work. So I understood why they did it, but at the same time, it was messed up. I didn't like it. What's up, Larry? What you got going on? You haven't been on my live streams in a good little minute. What you been busy? You done found you a little boo. What you got going? I know I'm being those. Oh, sorry. Oh, you just been working? That's cool. That's cool. I'm just being nosy. That's cool though. Ain't nothing wrong with that. My place back here needs together because they look like they was not happy with me. They still out here. These bad coffee cooking this stuff. Baby, look like some of my basil plants upset because I clipped them earlier today. What? I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Larry. I feel like you lied. I feel like you lied, yo. I feel like you on here telling me lies, yo. Yeah, because I did that earlier today. I was on live stream though, but I did it earlier today so that by the time I came out here, my seat would be dry. Cause I hate having to come out and water and do all of that when I'm about to sit down because my chair usually get wet and I have to go back in, get a towel, put it down. It's not always a promise that the towel is gonna be enough to keep my pants from getting wet. So I came out here earlier and watered everything. I think some of my corn is done and ready to be harvested, but I haven't felt like harvesting yet. So I guess I'll do that later. You mad you missed it? Yeah, I came out and did that early. It was so dang hot. I was drenched in sweat. Walking back in the house, I was like, dang. But it was necessary because when I got out here, my pepper plants looked like they was in distress, and now they look happy and filled with contentment and joy. So it's cool. My dang tomato plant, I gotta buy some more tomato cages because my plant is literally throwing itself to the side. It don't even want to stand up straight no more. But that's gonna be another day, possibly tomorrow since it's supposed to rain. It's gonna be cool, and I can come out here and work in the garden a little bit. Oh, hey, little baby, listen. Well, you a teenager, ain't it? You breathe. That's good. That means that you content and happy and cheerful. That's a good thing to see. But yeah, I came out here and watered earlier. My plants were looking like they was in distress. I wonder when my radish is gonna be done. Let's see. time I went by I have to go back and look at when I planted my radishes, y'all. I think it might have been this day. I am so mad at myself because I did not write down when I sowed the seeds for my radishes, but I think it was July 30th. So I guess they should be ready around August 30th. Well, at least the white icicle should be ready August 30th. Do you think I love you, Mary Jane? Such a plain nothing. Mary Jane, I love you just the same. Mary Jane. I think I need to get some more another ink thing for my pen. You said how much I want to meet, how much I want to bet that you gonna meet me before Thanksgiving. I don't know, yo. You gonna give me? Why would you even want that, yo? It's crazy, bro. You gonna give me $50 to slap you, man? I just don't understand why you would want me to even do that, yo. You like that demon? What is it called? Dominatrix type stuff. That's wild. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. What you mean without the nails? What you mean no whips? Man, you taking all the foot out of it. You taking all the foot out. No nails, no whips. What? That takes all the fun away, all the excitement. Taking out all the fun and the excitement. Man, baby want to say rats. Okay, what you mean? I can't have my nails. I love my nails. What you? Oh, I gotta take my nails off. Now that I see it, even if I don't have my nails like this, I'm gonna have my nails done. I think the next time I do my nails though, it's gonna be the C curves. They might be shorter, but they definitely gonna have some curve to them. And they might not be shorter. I guess it just depends on how I feel. But I definitely think I'm gonna go ahead and have the C curve going on with my nails the next time I do my nails, and probably still gonna have my little, like, you know what I'm saying, the little candy designs. My little, I love the junk nail vibe. It is just so cute. I love it. All right, then. I don't think they that dangerous. I think they more likely to pop off than to actually cause somebody some kind of harm. I don't know about all that. I need to throw this spicy. I love you just the same. Mary Jane. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She makes me feel alright. She makes my heart sing. And when I'm feeling low, it feels like no surprise. Mm-mm-mm. Do you love me, Mary Jane? Hey, what's up? Do you think you love me, Mary Jane? Don't you play no game, Mary Jane. I love you just the same. Where I'm from, Houston. I'm from Houston. Why do my locks look lopsided? It's like all the log was over here. I keep trying to fix it. I'm from Houston. I think it's so wrong. My name is dog. I done had a many dogs today. None of my dogs just sat around barking like that, bro. It's so wrong with my dog. Yeah. Whew. Hey, what's up? What you got going on? You doing all good? I'm doing cool. I'm cooling, relaxing, minding my business, chilling, hanging out on my live stream, and hanging out with my plants out here, making sure they all good, making sure the lizards and the frogs that live out here are doing good too. My plants happy. Star. What's yours? Thank you. It's ironically my well, I don't want to say it's the only nickname that stuck, but it was my first nickname that stuck. Amir. That's cool. I like your name. Yeah, it's my first nickname that stuck. My other nickname is Pinky. That's the nickname that was given to me. Star is the one that I just came up with on my own because I like looking at the stars and people started calling me that. You welcome. People just started calling me Star. Now it's more people that know me as Star than they do as my government name. Oh, it's part of my basic profile. Let me go ahead and slip it up. Before it drain energy from the whole plant. Let you dry out. I gotta get a freeze dryer, yo, or the hydrator, so I can Save some of my herbs. Hey, what's up? What's your name? Tony. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Jasmine, what you got going on? And thank you. What y'all got going on? What y'all got planned for y'all Friday night show? You said you was thinking to go out for me, but I seem to be out of your league. I don't know. I don't want to say all that, but at the same time, I don't plan on going nowhere today. So you can come out here and hang with me if you want. Hey, what's up, Lynn? What I had going on today, man, been sitting around here chilling. Got some work done. Hung out with my tiny person a little bit. Been cooking and just relaxing, really. I was watching Friday before I came out here. This is why I can't get this dang song out my head. And, oh, then after that, I decided to come out here. But that's what I've been having going on. Rugrats, one of the cartoons I used to watch when I was a kid. You know, the Rugrats show with the little kid with the babies that was up to Havoc and Mayhem. You said, how tall am I? About 5'4". Which one is my favorite from the Rugrats show? Uh, I'm gonna say it's between Susie and Angelica. Hey, what's up, Ken? I like both Susie and Angelica. They both was my favorites. I like Angelica because she really was a cutie pie. She just was mean. And I like Susie because she was a cutie pie. She was nice and she was smart. So that was like, you know what I'm saying, my favorite characters on the show. Yours was Chucky. That was my friend too. Tommy, eyes is scared. Tommy, I'm not gonna make it. Baby, that was a joke between me and my second husband. I was scared, Tommy. You gonna have to go by yourself. But yeah, I love Chucky too. Chucky was cool. I feel like Chucky had, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he was like that because of the story behind his mom and whatnot. It was so sad, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it kind of messed him up a little bit and made him to where he was scared of everything because he was just traumatized from what happened to his mom. And his dad too, traumatized. His dad was traumatized from what happened to his wife, and he kind of pushed his insecurity and his, you know, his problems off on his son a little bit, and it caused his son to be just as, you know, what I'm saying, careful as his dad. But I used to love that little show. I thought it was so cute. You got it, Chucky. You can make it. You can do it, Chucky. Baby, I remember after I had my son and he was a baby, and I thought about that show and how it would be an absolute nightmare to go to the playpen and all the babies is gone, bro. And they didn't dip, bro. They not only are they gone out of the playpen, they left the house. I think it said she got sick. They talked about it on Rugrats in Paris. I think that's when his dad met Kimmy's mom. I forgot her mom's name, but that's when he met Chaz. When Chaz met Kimmy's mom, and Chucky kept on asking him about, and then they had an episode about it. I think it was the Mother's Day episode where he started talking to him about his mom. But I think she got sick and she passed away, which is so sad. It was so sad. Poor Chucky. Oh. Yeah, that was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. For sure, for sure. Toot, 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 toot. My son used to like it. We would watch we watched a few of the movies, but I don't know if he'll still watch it with me now. He done got older. Back then, he was like I think like a toddler. He was younger, so he thought it was really cool to watch other little kids, like little toddlers, doing stuff like that, having full blown adventures. I used to love Doug. Hey, what's up? I used to love Doug too. That was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. Doug and his best friend. Which reminds me of my first husband. Doug and his best friend, because that's how we used to be when we was just dating. When we was just girlfriend and boyfriend. We used to hang out like him and her did, like they did. Woo! But yo, one of my favorites was Courage the Cowardly Dog. Sorry, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Abandoned as a pup. They used to be my favorite, one of my favorites. I still watch that sometimes now. You like Patty Mayonnaise? Yeah, that was his bestie. You said good morning. You said we Nickelodeon adults. Okay. For sure, for sure. That was one of my favorite cartoons too. But I did love like what other I like Teenage Mutant Turtles. What is it? The Mutant Turtles. I love that. And I love are you like when Courage gets scared? I think Usage was just a jerk, bro. Not only was he being mean to his wife, but he was also being mean to her little puppy, right? For no fair reason, just bored. Like, it's like he had nothing else to do. Which I get it, because staying in literally the middle of nowhere is literally nothing else to do. So he would entertain himself by terrifying the little dog and stressing his wife out for no reason. You said that's when cartoons was kid friendly. Yeah, sometimes they be having some extra stuff going on. I've seen a few of them that I found slightly, questionable. But said I try to mind my business about that. But I know they also have, they have adult cartoons too. which I love adult cartoons. I carry on watching adult cartoons all the time. Ooh, dang it. Victoria's Secret having a sale and I don't have no money to spend there. I'm so sad. I would like to spend some money at Victoria's Secret and get a little pink backpack. I really want the little dog that they giving away. But yeah, I used to love it. I used to love waking up on Saturday and watching the little cartoons that would come on early in the morning. And you know what I'm saying? Now I feel like kids don't even know what they feel like no more. They have no point of reference. They have cartoons going on all day if they want. You feel like the Ninja Turtles was about emotions. That was one of my favorites. They was fighting crime too and eating pizza. They was eating pizza and fighting crime. Baby, that was, and then on top of that, that's my favorite. You know, I don't know so much now. It still kind of is. I still love pizza. But back when I was, you know what I'm saying, a kid and a teenager, I love me some pizza. That was my favorite thing to eat ever. I love me a good pepperoni slice. So good. And I had to have the pizza from the mall. I wanted the big, huge jumbo slice. Oh, so good. I love that's one thing that I did love about Austin, yo, being able to go on 6th Street and get them big jumbo slices of pizza for $6. Ooh. And I'm gonna show, you know what I'm saying, the bar that had the $10 picture. They are in my heart. For sure, for sure. But it's cool. We got us a big old jug of beer. I didn't get me no pizza today. It would have been nice. But it's cool. It's a YouTube clip about somebody explaining it. I might watch it one day because I do like watching videos like that. I like watching videos of people break down different TV shows and movies. And I like the reaction videos. I also like videos where people come up with their own personal conspiracy theories on what they think is going on and all that. I love it when people talk about that. They talking about the sparrows. I'm gonna have to look into it. Now I can't stunt. Typically, when I look at videos like that, for the most part, I have looked at ones about like Rick and Morty because they have came up with so many different conspiracy theories on Rick and Morty that is crazy, yo. Thank you. It's crazy how many conspiracy theories they have for Rick and Morty. I absolutely adore it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of going down a rabbit hole. That's one of my favorite new age cartoons, Rick and Morty. And then I like Daria is an older cartoon that I kind of fell in love with as an adult. And then I always love South Park is an older cartoon too, even though they still running. You know what I'm saying? They still creating new episodes today. And what else do I like to look up? I think that's it. Family Guy sometimes. And King of the Hill. I love when people break down King of the Hill, especially like some people will have like where they break down the older episodes and then they'll like bring in, I don't know if y'all caught the new, what is it, the new seasons of King of the Hill, yo, it's good. Like it's good. It is shocking how they have really like revised the cartoon without messing up any of the bad, like the older episodes, and you know, respectfully, they kind of just, you know what I'm saying, instead of trying to find somebody else to replace Luann and trying to replace Lucky, they just kind of excluded them from the cartoon. And I know it's out of respect for the actors that passed away. It's really sad, you know what I'm saying, that they passed away. before they could bring it back up. I do wish that they would mention, you know what I'm saying, their daughter, but I don't know. They might have an episode in mind. Maybe I just haven't seen it yet. But I do feel like, you know, it's sad that they ended up passing away before they were able to revive the cartoon. You like the older Family Guy episodes, I suppose. You said Snow White was about black people. I don't know. I kind of looked at, you know what I'm saying, looked into the history of Snow White. Now, originally, when Snow White, possibly, but from my understanding, it was an all wives tale that was told to young girls when they were turning of age, when they got into kind of like a teenager, because it was a tale of caution, so that if they were in a position where their father remarried, or even for some young girls, their own mother could possibly be jealous of them because they have an opportunity to end up getting married or feeling some kind of way about who they may end up marrying. It was an all wives tale of caution because some mothers are very loving and encouraging to their daughters, while some mothers can be their daughter's worst enemy. And that was really what Snow White was about. Even today, you know what I'm saying? You can't put it past nobody. It's some women that still will try to sacrifice their own daughter just so that, you know what I'm saying, for fortune, for fame, or for whatever, just because they feel like she in the way, you know. And it was kind of a situation where while she was a little girl, but once she started coming into and becoming a woman, it's kind of like, you know, you have to be careful that your mom is not looking at you as competition and she's still looking at you as a daughter. That's really the original reason from the brothers, what is it, the Brothers Grimm. Their story is where they got the story from. It was an old wives' tale that was told for centuries. Said, look up Gilgamesh. I will. You said fit check. I got on some Rugrats shorts and a little, I guess like a jersey type shirt. Hey, thank you though, because I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really just put on my best dress, but thank you, I do appreciate it. But that's like, from my understanding, I used to have a copy of the Brothers Grimm book with the original stories. You want me to Google it right now? Let me see. So he was a giant, which I kind of recognized the name as a giant. So he was a offspring of the fallen angels. It says that he went on a journey to find the secret to immortality and everlasting life. And then he realized that the only way to have everlasting life was through the things that you did versus kind of having like something that would keep you alive forever. Thank you. Thank you. Is that what you were talking about? I'm confused. Okay, well, something like that. But I don't know. I kind of looked into the story of Snow White, and it always kind of been on the lines. Originally, the story, like the original story that the Brothers Grimm, it wasn't Snow White's stepmother. It was her actual mother that was calling for her to be taken up out of here. And whoever it is that she hired felt really bad for her and told her to just take off and run. And she ended up running off into the forest and living with the people in the forest. But you know what I'm saying? It was an old wives' tale about, and it was a warning to young women as they come into age to be careful. And you know what I'm saying? And it was a warning that sometimes you think that your enemy is other women that you know what I'm saying, around your age. And that's what you would assume, that your biggest enemy will be other women your age who feel like, oh, she's so pretty. She's going to make all the men are going to want her. All the men are going to fall over her. But sometimes it could be your actual mama that is like, you know what I'm saying? Because she don't want it to be a situation where you so pretty that you end up married to a man that brings you up to a position to where you over her. That's what Snow White was originally about. You know what I'm saying? I looked into it. I did. I read the original story. Uh-huh. It's sad because no woman, you know what I'm saying, no mother should feel that way about her daughter because your daughter is an extension of you. But you know what I'm saying, you never know. Even when you think about the story of Jezebel's daughter and how she was literally taking the lives of her grandchildren, and she did that because she wanted to remain in power and she never wanted it to be a situation, her own lineage. She didn't want her own lineage to come into power. She didn't want her own blood. She knocked off her own line, which is wild. You know what I'm saying? She made it to where she ain't even, you know what I'm saying, her lineage is done. What was the name of the cartoon on Nickelodeon where the girls was, I don't know what you mean by the end part. And she like, what? I'm confused about the end part. It was three sisters that were blue. The only cartoon that I'm thinking about that had three sisters that were blue, I'm thinking about the Gross Sisters from the Proud Family, but that was a Disney Channel cartoon. I don't know what other cartoons. I don't know. I have no memory of it. But I know the what is it? The Gross Sisters with Blue on Proud Family. And you know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of videos of people talking about how the Proud Family was really talking, you know what I'm saying, kind of talking noise about people that's chocolate in that show and making it seem like in order to be pretty, you got to be of a lighter complexion. You got to pass the bag test. That's the one you was talking about. Yeah. A lot of people said that, you know what I'm saying, even though it passed back then, but now it's a lot of people realizing that it was kind of like the bag test type vibe that they made them. They wasn't even a color of chocolate. They made them blue. And they was talking about how they did Dejanay. You know what I'm saying? They made it out like Dejanay was always kind of like the butt end of the jokes and all that. But in reality, Dejanay, she was sweet, she was loving, she was nice, she was always taking care of her siblings and trying to help her parents. Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? Some of the other girls in a clique that was, you know what I'm saying, seen as pretty, and they made it seem like they were the ones that were nice and etc. They had kind of like snobbish and messed up attitudes. But you know what I'm saying? What a time, yo. Like you gotta have a complexion for the protection. That's sad. I already know. You know what I'm saying? Back then people would get away with saying I've had some people tell me, "You're pretty for a black girl." And expect me to say thank you. And really be in shock and appalled. And like, you know, expect me to say thank you. Like, are you trying to imply that most black women are not pretty, bro? What do you mean? What do you like? What are you saying, bro? Baby, it's some people. It's baby. I ain't even gonna, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna move past that. But at the same time, it happened. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like times have changed a tad, you know what I'm saying? Because it's still racist people out here. So it's not to say that, you know what I'm saying, everybody is loving and caring and inclusive as they, you know what I'm saying, claim to be. Some people, they still try to push that narrative and they still, you know what I'm saying, but they do it in a more hush hush quiet type way. I can't stunt. While I was staying out in Austin, I felt like they was kidnapping, you know, say African American women. Because every time I would be out somewhere, it seemed like somebody was trying to figure out some kind of way to kidnap me. Ain't no telling what's really going on. But you know what I'm saying? It's sad. I can say that. It is. It's like you can't even live peacefully. Mississippi been going, you know what I'm saying, as far as what I have heard and what, you know what I'm saying, people have been saying about Mississippi for years. They've been like that out there. I can't stunt, you know what I'm saying? The people that did the recent, you know what I'm saying, what recently happened out, they probably in shock and appallment that they being shamed on a worldwide level. But it just goes to show that the world is not as hateful and evil as it used to be, but it don't mean that it's not still some hateful people out here. When I was staying in my trailer, I couldn't stay in my trailer in peace without them people trying to break in my door and trying to bother with me. So, you know what I'm saying? Even out here, it's been times when me and my son will be on the beach and, you know what I'm saying, they come out there in they trucks with they goddamn, what do they call them, Confederate flags, yelling and acting a fool, bro. And I, baby, yell for him, say, come on, we got to go. And throw all the stuff in the trunk and we out of there, bro. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got, baby. But you know what I'm saying? It's sad that the world is like that, that there are people that have hate in their heart just because you are a different shade and you come from a different background than them. But that's the reality of the world that we live in. Yup. Yup. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's only so much that you can say, because I know that they have to grow up and be their own individuals and make their own decisions. But I just feel like when it come down to it, sometimes you don't even realize, even me personally, there have been times where I literally walked into situations with people that I thought had my back, that rock with me. I really thought they were my friends. And now when I sit down and think about it, I be like, man, I was tripping. It was obvious that girl didn't like me. It was obvious that they wanted, you know what I'm saying? And now as an adult, and you know what I'm saying, somebody that has been through the things that I've been through, you ain't got to show me too much for it to be a situation where I'm not gonna hang with you no more. I don't move the way that I used to. It's not gonna be a situation where you're obviously and clearly trying to attack me, trying to talk down on me, and I'm just not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna speak my piece. Ooh, baby. I believe it. I believe it. That's sad, but I believe it. It's really sad, but I believe it. It's really sad. You know what I'm saying? You would think that people wouldn't be so hateful and so nasty and so mean. You know what I'm saying? And then if the shoe was on the other foot, they would, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I feel like the same people that go around pushing that agenda and the hate, if it was a situation where everybody was turning against them and had that hate in their heart for them, they would, you know what I'm saying, be like, no, don't you see it's wrong? Can't you tell it's wrong? Can't you tell what, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, but when you was doing it, it was okay. I feel like people is just messed up in the head, yo. A lot of people have no empathy. They have no and it's kind of like they have no point of reference. And I feel like a lot of people that are racist, they grow up racist. Their parents was racist. Their grandparents was racist. And it's a situation where they think that's just the way that things are supposed to go. Even learning about the world, there are certain places in the world where racism is normal. There are people that normally talk about their hate and their disgust for whatever kind of race it is. And it's just okay. It's okay for them to be that way. It's okay for them to do that. Even when it come down to it, be some people that, you know what I'm saying, got chocolate skin that will literally have hate in their heart towards another specific kind, like black Americans, bro. It's other people that are technically black in this world that have hate for this specific type of black because of what they see on TV, what they hear on the radio, and it don't even be all the way true. They meet an actual black person in person and they treat that person as if they are the way that whatever they portray, they seen on the TV, that they gotta be like that, and that's their personality. That's the way they gonna treat me, and that's the way they gonna act. And you know what I'm saying? The world is crazy. It really is, and it's sad. I don't know why my mic is off. It should be. I don't even have a mic in, but I'll put one in. That's sad. That's sad that they would treat her that way. He says you can't hear me. They probably doing that because of what the conversation is about. I'm about to change the conversation to something else. Yeah, I think they doing that because the conversation is concerning race. So I kind of don't even want to talk about it no more. It is sad that the world is like that though. You say you understand that part, yeah. That's probably why it's doing that, because it ain't a situation. I ain't even have a mic in, but I'll put it in. I know the AC unit is behind me, but usually y'all can still hear me even with the AC running. But it is sad that the world is like that. But it's like you can't really change the way other people feel and the perspective that they have. So it is what it is. Woo! Baby, y'all like be driving the delivery, nobody food for that time. They talk about 9 p.m. to 2:59. Nah, buddy, I ain't finna be delivering food that late. Ooh, my leg itching. Ooh. Maybe when I get a car, not on my bike, and right now my bike out of commission, so we ain't finna be, baby, nah. But let's talk about something else. How is your garden doing? Have you harvested anything from your garden recently? Today I got some beans and I got a few peppers that were finally red and ready. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to get some more jalapeno peppers, but they kind of like slow boogie over there. I got one that's on there right now. I'm trying to no, because I finally got the part that I needed to get off, and there's another part right behind it that I need to get off, and then I will finally be able to get to the actual piece that I need to replace. So I don't know. I might just end up hiring somebody to replace it for me. We'll see. If I can figure it out by myself, then it's wonderful because I won't have to cough up that money because ain't no telling how much it's gonna cost. But if I can't, I'm just gonna have to, get over it and pay the money to get it fixed. You fry some more okra. That's cool. I might try to grow some okra next year. I might. I don't really eat okra like that though. But I might try. You know what I'm saying? It's just for the gumbo. You know what I'm saying? I know okra grows like crazy in this area, but I just I can't get past the slime. If I can find a way to cook it where it's not slimy, then I'll go ahead and rock with it. But the slime just be so heavy that it's just but I can't say when I eat gumbo, you know what I'm saying? When somebody else make it, I will eat it even if they put okra in it. So it ain't to say that I won't eat slimy gumbo, but you know what I'm saying? For the most part, I don't really just like mess with okra like that. And I really try to grow things that I eat. Dang, what are these costs me to get off my chair? I want to get one of those swinging chairs. And I think it might fit in here. Either one of the swinging chairs. I like the little, what are they called? The egg chair? I would like to have an egg chair sitting out here. Okay, I'm going to pull it out and see if it works. But I would like to have an egg chair sitting out here. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be cool. Let me see. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She make me feel like she make my heart sing. I'm trying to see if I can hear myself. I'm trying to see. Oh yeah. Okay, it's working. It's working. But yeah, I might try to grow me some okra. But I just really don't eat okra like that. I didn't let me sign in. I know that. Mm-hmm. Mary Jane, I love her just the same. Mary Jane. Oh, you was trying to tell me to keep trying. I got a deep fried. I might try it. Larry, you crazy. First of all, that's not how I like my burgers. Okay, if I'm gonna have a cheeseburger, I like to have onions. I like mayo, ketchup, mayo, mustard, onions, and extra pickles, and extra bacon. And you said it. What kind of soda I want? A potato tower. Oh, that sound cool. I want to grow some potatoes. I have some sitting on the counter getting ready, but I got to get a pot to put them in. But I think my corn finna be done, so I'm probably gonna put my potatoes in the pot that my corn is growing in. It looked like they about to be done. I got a few more ears of corn that gotta, get all the way right. Then once they get all the way right, I'm gonna go ahead and put some potatoes in there for the fall season, so I can have me some potatoes. That's what I would like to do. Larry, where you at? You in Texas? Let me find out. You at Trill Burger? I haven't had no Trill Burger. You said it sounds like a Whopper from Burger King. I like Burger King. I'll take both. But I never ate at Trill Burger. Even though I used to hang out at the little one of the boys around the corner from there, I never ate up there. I don't know why. I just never ever like thought to walk across the street to Trill Burger to get something to eat. Which is wild because a lot of times when I would go up there, I would go to the burger joint, and then what I'm saying, come over there. I love the burger joint. They have some good burgers, Joe, and they have like a bunch of beer. You know what I'm saying? I need to look up the potato tower. But let me look it up on Amazon. Dang, I don't see one. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up on the on here. I could use a clothes basket for that. Like this, I got a clothes basket that'll probably be perfect. That means I just need to give me some soil. Mm-mm. But I'm gonna try to get them out there soon. Somehow, so way. But I would need some soil, even if I do use the basket that I have. But I don't know. It's a possibility. But I would still need to get some soil, even if I use that basket. So I might just put them in this basket that I already have over here. Once I take the corn out of there, either that or once my bush beans are finished, but they still trying to do their thing. I gave them some nutrients today. I didn't write that down. I gave all my plants some nutrients today. I need to buy some more nutrients too. What is today? Friday. And so that sounds nice, man. I'm gonna have to try to make that again, yo. And I also, do I have any little notepad paper back here? Yep. I also need to get. Mm, dang, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Ginger. And what else? I think that's everything. Okay. Ooh, Mary Jane, I love you just the same. Mary Jane. I ain't acting like I'm really writing something. Talk about I'm seducing you. You crazy, Larry. And why you ain't tell me you was in Houston? See, I think you was lying. You was in Houston this whole time, bro. Acting like you was somewhere else. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. She makes me feel alright. She makes my heart sing. Healing, I'm feeling low. She comes with no surprise. I think you've been playing around. It's probably why you keep on saying that you want me to fuck you. Because I'm probably going to see you and be like, I know you. You've been lying to me. You've playing. Been unnecessarily playing games, yo. You said you was playing and yo bad. Huh. Whatever, yo. Oh, hey, little Lissy, you done pulled up in my little greenhouse in the middle from turning from green to brown. Yes, Lord. Please, Lord. Okay, I need my hair is itchy. But I was writing down a little grocery list for whenever I'm going to be able to go to the grocery store, hopefully sooner than later, of a few things that I need to get so I can make me a little health drink that I just simply I haven't drank it in about a year or two, and I would like to because it's really good for you. Hey, listen, Red in here like he was running for his life. Now he's sitting up high trying to catch his breath. You alright up there? You good? Ooh. I'm now concerned about this lizard. I wonder where he was running from. Baby, when I say he raced in here and ran up to the highest point and it's just sitting up there looking at me and just looking around like he trying to catch his breath. Oh, it's okay. Look, listen, I keep you safe. It's all good. You be alright. Y'all know what I said I was gonna do that I still haven't did is check and see why this other light is not getting no sun. Hold on. Oh snap! I see some slugs. Let me go get my salt. It sure is being blocked. I knew the situation where it was being blocked, yo. Right here, somewhere else. Mm, Might move my other one over here too, since we here. Oh, still. My bad, y'all. I love with Mary Jane. She's my main thing. I'll be right back. I'm finna go get some salt. Oh, little baby lizard, you are just too cute down there. All right, now. Oh, shit. Through my phone. All right. Oh, it was one hiding right under the camera. Oh, you ain't finna hide from me. What is you talking about? Shooky sitting right on way. Ah, what you talking about? All right. Did I get all of them? It looks like I might have missed one. So he, I don't know. I think he left it. I gotta get him. Hold on. Yeah, that. This is my goddamn EP. You said Pinky really wrote. What you talking about? I'm getting these slugs, yo. They out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to get to my plants. You know what I'm saying? I know you missed it. You was at work. Got dang sickos coming on my channel yesterday on my live stream trying to ask me what it felt like to be assaulted years ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they was talking about when I was a child or when I was a young adult. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't know if it's the person that actually did it that they found out I got a channel and you know what I'm saying, now they feel like that was the highlight of their life, or if it's a situation where somebody is just sick and twisted in the head, bro. They can't stay here. Either way. I don't care what they got going on. Yeah, you know why you think you welcome on my channel. They're like we cool when we not. Dang. I hate that y'all can't see the flamingos from where I moved them to, but you can't. They kind of ducked off to the side. I guess it is what it is. They look cute right there, though. Guess it don't matter. Right. I guess y'all would have raised it up. Nope, still can't see it. I will. You said I got you excited for a sec, and what's for dinner? I don't know. I ate already. I decided to have some hot dogs and some chips for dinner. Low key, I cooked for breakfast. And for dinner, it was lazy cook. My son said he wanted some ramen, so that's what I made him for dinner. And I guess tomorrow I get us something. I'm thinking I want to get us some pizza. I wanted to get some today, but I can't say. I feel like asking my mama if she felt like taking me to go and get it. So, you know what I'm saying? She was, you know what I'm saying, kind of acting like she ain't going to take us nowhere yesterday. So I really ain't want to bother her today. So I just left it at that. I made him some ramen and I made me some hot dogs, and that was just what it was. And I guess tomorrow I'm gonna try to get us some pizza, possibly. But that's what we had going on. What you having for dinner? You said you was going to get some burgers from Trill Burger. Now you changing it up. That what you gonna eat? What you gonna have for dinner? said happy Friday. Thank you. Happy Friday to you soon. What you got going on? I'm trying to heart some of the comments. Oh, dang it, I didn't see they had a thing where I could have just added hearts to all the comments. Ooh. I gotta oil my hair, y'all. Okay, that one of my lights for came on. Hopefully this will come on too. I guess I'll have to wait until tomorrow. But I like to be doing this thing. Now y'all, well, y'all can see the front, and now they moved it back here. Now I gotta get more lights for up there. I guess eventually need some more flamingos, so I can have flamingos going all the way down the sides. I feel like that'd be real cute eventually. On the eventual notes. But I definitely feel like it would be easier. Dang it, I pulled it out of show, out of view. It'll definitely be easier to move my plants around because I can tell they was covering it up because they was trying to get to the sun. So now they can actually get to the sun. Ooh. Guess they feel like the light was in their way. Ooh. Hey, what's up? Hey, Hannah, how you doing? I lucky was about to come up off of here in a few minutes, but I stay on a little bit to chat with you. What you got going on? Oh, that sounds cool. My corn look like it's almost ready for me to go out there and harvest it, but I'm trying to let all of the little stalks get themselves together before I mess with it. But I may go out there and harvest some this weekend when they cool off a little bit. I feel like it'll be a better day to kind of work in the garden because it's not gonna be so hot. Yeah, some of them are, but not all of them. And that's why I said I might let them chill a little bit first. So I want to make sure they done had their time to get all the way good and that they all the way ready. But I don't know how good it. I hope it's perfect. We gonna see. Cause I seen so people when they grew the corn and it's like only a few kernels on the stalk. So I hope I have some kernels on there. It was only 75 there, baby. It was so hot today. I had to come outside and water the garden, and like as soon as I finished, I was drenched in sweat all day. Oh yeah, I would have to go because my phone going dead. But I was drenched in sweat before I could even get finished. I watered the garden and added some nutrients and did a little check on everything. Then a few minutes ago, I had to move my little light up flamingos from that end to this end, because this one to my right wasn't getting any sun because the plants had kind of grew over it to where it wasn't able to get it, like the solar thing was covered up. You glad it's cooling down, but you don't want it to be cool. I feel you. I feel you 100%. Because it's like it's thriving because it's hot. It's just been too hot. It's just been like scorching hot. I'm okay with it being hot, and I'm okay with it being warm, but I just don't want it to be as hot as it has been. It's been so hot that it's kind of like unbearable. 47 at 6 a.m. Baby, that's a dream here. I'm pretty sure even at 6 a.m. it's in the, let me see. But I know it still be hot, even at 6 a.m. Right now it's 85. Yeah, at 6 a.m. tomorrow it's gonna be 78. But tomorrow it's gonna be cooler than it's been. But our like lowest temperatures have been like, for today it was 80. That was our lowest temperature today, 80 degrees. So even at 6 a.m. it was still hot. And in fact, that was 6 a.m. It was 80 degrees. And it actually felt like 85 degrees. You said, thank God it's cooler than it's been. I feel you. Now, tomorrow is supposed to be in the 70s for our lowest temperature, and our highest temperature is going to be like 93. But it's still going to be like, it's still going to be hot. It's just not going to be as hot. Our high today was allegedly 95, but it's still been feeling like, you know what I'm saying? That's what the temperature says. But in reality, it felt like it's dang near 100 and some degrees out here. It's hot and it's humid and hot. I am ready for it to start cooling down though. It's 67 out there. It's 80, 82 degrees right now out here. You said no, you couldn't do it. Yeah, it's still, even now, I got two fans. I got my little lash fan on my table and another little fan right next to me because it's still hot out here. I have literally been having to come out here and water my plants every day unless it rains. That's the only day I get a break. And even though the ones in the greenhouse don't exactly get the rain like the ones outside, it's like it's still cooler, so they kind of be all right. Whew, I understand, but it's unprovoked here. It's like unprovoked heat. I don't know what's going on in Houston. We've been hitting record highs all summer long. But I know I saw it's not just here, it's like a lot of different places in the world that are hitting record temperatures like all summer. I feel like that's how everybody been, you know what I'm saying? It's too hot. It's too hot. It'll have you in a bad mood, have you having the attitude, yo, because it's so hot. But I try to stay, you know what I'm saying, mellow. I try to stay cool. But it is hot out here, man. It's so hot. It's just ridiculous. I hope it do start cooling off though, at least a little bit. Now, I ain't talking about cool off and get cold, but cool off and get like, you know what I'm saying, to the 80s to where it's not, if you go out and walk outside, you're not about to pass out. Because it's been that kind of hot out here. It has been literally unbearable. The lowest temperature I ever experienced here or just in general? I would say in general, the lowest temperature I've experienced is below freezing. I would say like in the 20 degrees. You say you can handle 80s, but anything below above that is a hard pass. I feel like here we have got down to like in the 30s. You know what I'm saying, on the times that it snowed, but it typically would like it'll be 32 or in the 30s for like a few hours or at night, and then once the sun come up, it'll start getting warmer. But the lowest temperature that I personally have ever experienced would have to be in the 20s. When I was staying out in New Mexico, it definitely got cold. It might have been colder than that. It was like so cold that the lady that was like that had the garden that I learned from, she had to put a heater inside of her greenhouse so that her plants would be okay. Her winter plants. So it get cold out there compared to out here. Now I don't know if I'm gonna have to do that. I hope that I don't have to do that. That I don't have to go out and buy a heater for my greenhouse. But it has gotten cold out here, but it hasn't gotten that cold. You said that's the desert. Yep. Shockingly, the desert gets colder than it do out here in Houston, yo. I already know it get cold up there, yo. Y'all probably, what is the coldest temperature that y'all have gotten? Is it like the negatives? Yep. Oh my goodness. I couldn't bear it. You wouldn't be able to bear. You couldn't pay me to leave the house if it's negative something degrees outside. Baby, I'm staying in the house. I'm not going nowhere. Mm-mm. And then I got metal in my foot and metal in my knee. Me in cold weather, no, yo. I can tell when it's starting to get cold because the metal start acting up. I can feel it in my foot and in my knee. Negative 35. Oh my goodness. No, I would literally be in the house under a heated blanket with the heater on full blow, on full blast. Ah, thank you, Paul, for letting me know it's time for you to go to bed. On full blast. I would have to have it on full blast. You have pictures on your car. I believe you. Yeah, I'll be in the house somewhere. I can't go nowhere. It is that cold. I would be like, I would literally be glued to my bed. Now I may move around by the house a little bit, but I wouldn't be going, man, nah, bro, that's too cold, yo. And you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the experience because I learned how to drive in snow and all of that. But still, man, that is cold. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ooh, man, I wouldn't even know. See, when I was staying out there, when it did get really cold, I think it was like in the 20s. I had to go to work, but I couldn't make it because the snow was so thick that the road was blocked. Like we literally couldn't get through the snow. So we had to turn around and go on back to the ranch. We couldn't make it. We couldn't make it. And you know what I'm saying? Off grid, it's not a situation where they have like the city doesn't come out there. The state, like they don't come out there. We stayed in a town. I was staying in a town with like 10 families, and that was it. So it wasn't a situation where somebody was coming out and blowing the snow. I think I want you to show me the message. Oh my goodness. No, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could not. If it snow out here and it's a situation where the snow stick to the ground after the sun come up, the whole city will shut down. They will literally come on the news and say, if you don't have anywhere to go today, stay home. Seriously, school will be called off. And it's first of all for the safety of the public because most people that are from Houston do not know how to drive in snow. And second of all, it's just, you know what I'm saying, it rarely snows out here. So for the kids, so they can go outside and play in the snow. Dang. I do too. I learned how to drive in the snow when I was staying in the desert. But you know what I'm saying? As far a lot of people out here do not know how to drive in the snow. And it would be like you gotta see how they drive in the rain. The way they drive in the rain is bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't say. Some people, you said no, they don't. Baby, out here, maybe most people can't even drive in the rain, let alone the snow. So it's a situation where the whole city is gonna shut down. They gonna come on the news and say, if you don't have to go nowhere, stay up behind at home. It is not the time to go out and you know what I'm saying and get like something like go shopping or something. Like stay home, bro. Stay home. Some stores are gonna be closed. Like very few restaurants will be open. Man, nah. It's happened a few times out here. It snowed and they come on live on the TV. You know what I'm saying? On live on the TV. Stay home. The city will literally be shut down. It's kind of like when we flood. You know what I'm saying? When the city floods, the city shuts down. Yeah, my mom said she found it weird and funny because she's from Tennessee and she know how to drive in the snow. So when she moved down here and she saw that for the first time, like it snowed a little bit and the whole city was shut down, she fell out laughing. But seriously, the whole city was shut down. Nah, it don't get that bad. But if it's snow out here, they'll shut it down because you know what I'm saying. And I've lived in Dallas. When I lived in Dallas, we had snow to such an extent that there would be black ice on the freeway and stuff like that. I remember one time me and my ex was riding on one of the biggest freeways, one of the biggest ramps in Dallas, and the car started sliding on that black ice. Man, but he, you know what I'm saying, he from out there, so he knew how to handle it. But we have a lot of ramps out here. We have certain freeways that go under, like, you know what I'm saying, normal lever. I said lever. Under the normal level and all of that. So it's a situation the whole city will shut down because otherwise it'll be unnecessary car accidents and all kind of bad things going on. So they will shut the city down. Most people don't know how to drive in snow, and it may be a few that do. that are from other places, but the majority, like people that are from here, are from any other area, like southern area. For the most part, they don't know how to drive in snow like that, so they will shut the city down. But I feel like it's not to punish anybody, but more so because, you know what I'm saying, so it won't be a danger to the community. Whew. Yo, that's really what they be on, because otherwise it can be very dangerous. Not just, you know what I'm saying, to everybody. If it's a situation where most people don't know how to drive in it, ain't no need, you know what I'm saying? We can go shopping the next day. You know what I'm saying? Typically it doesn't last long anyways. Sometimes they do that and the snow literally melts a few hours later. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying? When it's snowing like that, they will shut the city down. Now, maybe if we get to where we start experiencing snow a lot more, it may be a thing. They may change it and they may start, you know what I'm saying? But as far as of it, we don't really get snow like that. So most people don't know how to drive in snow, and it's kind of dangerous for us to be open for business when most people are not going to be able to safely get to where they're going. And it's a pity and a shame for somebody to end up, you know what I'm saying, losing their life just trying to go to the store and, you know what I'm saying, buy a dress or something like that. That's silly. But anywho, I'm gonna get ready to go in the house. Oh, I'm out of milk and I'm a tad bit tired. I'm sleepy. Oh, I'm starting my cucumbers. I'm starting to get sleepy. I've been out here for hours. Outside. And I'm pretty sure me talking out loud is probably making my face. I'm trying to get some steps. Thank you, you too. You said start putting the salt down. I think that's what happened when I was staying in the deserts. When I was staying out in the desert, one of the neighbors went out and put some and plowed up the snow and put some salt down. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I love you guys to bits and pieces. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.